All right, ladies and gentlemen, ROBB SAEZ takes game number 1. And Ron joins us as well. Ron, how are you doing, brother?
I'm doing great. Now that I made it here. All right. So Rob got the first game. And looks like he might be hooked here.
All right. I think I'm good.
Looks like he's going to try and jump this one.
He's got a 99% chance of scratching.
Well, that 2 was close to the pocket. It happens. Hit a little over.
I really thought he had that.
Yeah, I think he thought so too.
I'm actually a big ROBB SAEZ fan. I have a AccuStats DVD from 2010. He beats Francisco Bustamante at the U.S. Open 9-ball championship in that one.
Oh, yeah. He is a great player.
As is Dan Louie.
Yeah, this is a great matchup.
And Dan had that first one, man. He rattled that pocket. And he rattled, I think it was a 7-ball. He was down to the last 3 balls. But I don't think he'll be rattling anything here.
Yeah, just back out to the middle of the table here, no problem.
Yeah, just don't get hooked. Beautiful.
Beautiful the way that spin took like that.
He might go back and forth a couple times here.
Oh, yeah. But that 6 is hanging, so I don't think he's too worried about it. Yeah.
And I think he'll just slow roll this in. I think he's got... Oh, no, he didn't.
Think again.
That's what separates the men from the boys right there. Let's tie it up. Dan Louie, ladies and gentlemen, the Northwest favorite. The 1976 U.S. Open 9-ball champion defeated Mike Siegel, who a lot of people consider one of the greatest of all time, certainly of that era.
Yeah, and he was one of those well known for getting, if he got into a finals, he usually won it.
Very well known for that.
So that's saying a lot. I've heard so many stories about Dan Louie, so it's fun to get to watch a match of his. I heard a story of him one time playing in a race to 7 tournament. He ran 5 racks in a row to win the first match, and then broke and ran the next 2 matches for 19 or 17 racks in a row.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's all you need to know about this guy.
Yeah.
Well, and he, I've taken at least 10 lessons from him, and he's just the most humble world champion you'll ever meet. All right, let's see if he's going to jump off the table. Boom. Paul Marquez uses the silhouette of Dan Louie for his logo, that monster break where both feet he's just airborne.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's one of the most, I feel like that's one of the most iconic pool pictures ever.
How do you beat that?
Well, these are the type of racks that I like to see with these guys personally.
Yeah, like I could never figure out how a pro is going to push out. You know, what he just did there is not something I would have thought of.
Yeah, I mean, that 2 is so bad. I think just forcing him to shoot away from the 2 is, I mean, there's probably a million ways you could have done it, but he probably didn't have to think twice about it. It's just, you know, the rack's so difficult.
Can he carry him the 6 in, or can he make the 1?
It looks to me like he's running into the 6, but well, he missed it.
He almost made both.
Ooh, he might have a window here. No, maybe not quite. Wow, look at that shot.
Very nice. Now, ROBB SAEZ, if you've never watched him play out there, folks, you're going to see some electrifying shots. Very bold, adventurous player. I don't know if you saw this match he played last year, but he lit up the table, and it was a heck of a match. I think it was against Shane.
I didn't see it, but I believe it.
Yeah, real mesmerizing to watch. And in case you're just joining us, he is a solid 744.
Oh, yeah. He's also one of those people, it's just nice to see that he's still playing, you know, still playing at a high level. And
yeah, he won the Arena Billiards Moneyball tournament this year. Nice shot.
All right, well, I think we're going to see Dan jump now. Another favorite. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, this is a lot easier to keep on the table.
Yeah.
Play it in the side.
Yep. Hopefully, cue ball just going up and down, and the 3's right there. So he's got a good chance of getting another shot.
Now, Ron, we've commentated together before, haven't we?
Yeah, I think it on your stream.
Yeah. It's easier to interrupt each other when we can't see each other, huh?
Yes.
But hallelujah, thank you to the EvoSports team for making this happen. I mean, I never could have made it down there. I got off work at 6.
Oh, yeah. Everett's a long ways for me, so.
Yeah. Yeah, but I've been enjoying watching the streams all day at work, you know, whenever I didn't have a customer.
Yeah, it's an amazing thing that Patrick's doing. It's just, I'm so proud of him, and it's just so cool to have someone local doing so many awesome things with pool.
All right, here comes that jump. It's like a half ball hit. Oof.
Overcut it. Well, this will be a little, there we go again. This will be a little interesting here because it looks like he's got a little angle going kind of towards this, you know, away from the 3. So maybe we'll get to see him slam it here. That's always fun to watch.
Yeah, you know, he might elect to go into the 7-3, and a lot of good things can happen, or slow roll it, which he hates to do that.
No, he slammed.
Now that's the shot. You called it. Slam it.
It doesn't look like they slam it. It feels like I'm slamming it when I do it, but you know, that looks so smooth.
That was beautiful.
And they're just so good at hitting that ball so well without any spin or anything that's going to throw that object ball out of the pocket. It's just the tiniest little variance can mess you up when you're hitting it that hard. They just don't do that.
Well, and you're right. They're constantly hitting them hard, but we don't really realize it as much because when we do it, we look like spazzes and we rattle the pocket and we're jumping up and all that. And I guess I should speak for myself.
Oh no, you speak for all of us. We all do it.
But it's one of the things that, you know, we're both 596, 597s. It's one of the things that I believe in practicing, just shooting nothing but really hard shots, you know, not break speed, but just get used to shooting hard accurately.
I agree with that. I think that it does a lot for you. Just loosens you up and gives you confidence, and it feels good to hit the center of the ball and the center of the pocket at speed. And yeah, I agree.
Okay, this is a bunch of left spin here. Hit it thin.
Oh.
Wow, how did that not fall?
That's pretty shocking.
Well, opportunity knocks for Dan Louie, the Northwest favorite. Everyone's got to be rooting for Dan here. He knows exactly what to do, but it does look like he may have to come under it, under the 8.
Yeah, I can't tell if he can draw over to the side or not.
Oh, he's under the 8, all right. He may have been trying to make both.
Yeah, or at least hope to come off, you know, hit the 9 full and come back out for the 8 somehow. But he didn't want this.
No, this isn't. He might even play safe.
I think that's the line he's looking at right now. Yeah, he was just, or it looks like he's going across it.
Okay, maybe playing the cross bank.
Oh no, okay, yeah, he played that. Look at that, follow your line there. Got him.
Beautiful shot. You know, I took a lesson with Dan, and he spent an hour with me on those types of shots. I remember him teaching me that shot. And, you know, the deal was the first hour was going to be practicing safeties. The second hour was going to be offense. And touche. Or, uh-oh. Did it come out? Can he make this?
Looks like it.
He can see it. Or is he kicking at it off the... No, he can see it all day. Wow, that was really deceptive.
It was. It looked really strange how he got to the bottom rail off of that. With a short rail.
All right, some low, just a touch of low left here. Come off the end rail, or the long rail, sorry.
Well, we jumped up a little on that one.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, but he's just getting warmed up.
Yep, and the you know, he might have been hooked just a tiny bit on that 8 ball, which led him to not get exactly where he wanted on the 9. But either way, 2-1 ROBB SAEZ.
So yeah, so I take that hour lesson with Dan, practicing nothing but safeties, and then at the end of that, he goes, "You know what, Lee? Safeties are just too big a part of the game, and you're learning so much." And we just did the second hour, 2-hour lesson, all safeties, and it was probably the lesson I needed the most at that stage in my development. In fact, I went back and specifically asked to do those safeties again because I couldn't remember them all.
Oh yeah.
but people don't want to practice safeties. And I'm talking about the 500s, the low 500s. They need to spend a half hour on safeties, and just pull up a pro match and just watch until they play a safety, and then just mimic it until you do it the way they did it.
Yeah, I got really lucky when I first started playing that I was introduced to high level pool pretty early, so I never got, the bad. I feel like the amateur pool community does a big disservice to safeties.
Yeah.
It's considered weak or something, and so for a lot of people it takes them a while before they even start trying it.
Yeah. Yep, I was one of them. I mean, when I started, I was playing in bars where it was considered dirty pool, and you might get beat up for it.
Yeah, I mean, chastised at a minimum,
Right.
Well,
I remember getting made fun of for wearing a glove.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Michael Jackson, they'd call me. Now, he can cheat the pocket to the right side of the pocket and come straight back.
Yep.
Come maybe even into the four, but he's aiming high. Wow. See, that's the kind of electricity I was talking about.
Yeah, I just would have never thought to do that all the way up and down and not hit any of those balls.
It went straight as an arrow.
Yeah, amazing.
And he couldn't have gotten any better. Almost like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, and look at the way the 7-8 ended up too. Just perfect.
Now this is a shot because the side pocket is right where you typically want to come off. But he'll draw under to the left of it, I think.
Yeah, he could play it in the other corner too and come below that other side pocket.
Yeah, he's playing high.
Oh,
wow.
Never a doubt.
When you're that good.
Let's see the
punch draw.
Okay, yeah.
And this is one of those combos where you love because you're forced to make the 7 just stay right where it is if anything is going to go right. And then he'll stay away from the rail. Amateurs love to end up on the rail here.
Yep, perfect.
And they are playing alternate break.
Yep.
So Dan's going to break now, and he's got to stop the bleeding. And what am I talking about? It's only 3-1.
Well, I think it is time. I mean, these guys can run away with it so fast. I mean, if he loses another one, it's 4-1. That's tough to come back from it. Somebody this level with alternate break, can't even put a pack together.
Yeah. Yeah, and when I say stop the bleeding, it just does feel like Rob has a lot of momentum.
Yeah, I was happy to see that. I mean, I'm sure the players don't like it as much, but the house rack does make it pretty interesting.
Yeah, well, it's nice to see the players breaking hard.
Yeah, and I like a cluster here and there. It's for a spectator. I think it's more interesting when you see high level players have to work it out a little bit.
Yeah, this is good stuff. I am just pleased as punch to be a part of this. Parks the cue ball. Got a shot on the 1. Kind of. He might just play safe behind the 7 instead.
Yeah, he smacked the table, so I'm guessing he's going to play safe.
But if you can get ball in hand, as long as you can get down on that 5, you're out. Well, getting on the 3. It'd be nice to play safe and open it up a hair. Open that 3 up a hair, which he may have done.
Yeah. Still looks about the same, but it's not the end of the world. Looks like he can make the 3 if he, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
3 to the 5 is a little tricky, maybe.
One, 2 combo. Get going. I don't see why not. I mean, well, the safety just doesn't look that easy.
Yeah, it doesn't look easy. Because just splitting the 1 in the cue ball with the 5 and the 9 in the middle, it just isn't very good at this level.
Right.
They need to be frozen to something or have a lot of distance.
But that was the right shot.
He did it in a nice way to where he can't kick under the 5. He took away a lot there.
Yeah, he couldn't have played it any better, frankly. And he's going to hop over this.
Wow.
Play the 1-2 combo. I love the electricity is in the air, folks, when ROBB SAEZ is at the table. Wow. And he got safe. Oh, that's sick.
He hit
but
that
you know what?
Nice.
Dan could make this.
Oh, yeah. But do you kick it at a speed to make it? Or do you try and just get the cue ball up on that 5?
I think you try to make it.
Yeah. Yes, you do. What a shot.
Well, it just felt like a big pocket, too, with that 2 being there.
Yeah, but did not make things easier.
He'll try to make this one for sure. Well, I don't know what I'm talking about, but it'll come around for the 3, if he makes it. So it's worth going for.
Wow.
Two-way action.
I love the pace of play with these two also. Neither one of them are measuring anything. It's all feel. They just get down and shoot.
Yes. I remember asking Dan to teach me, a diamond kicking system, and he was honest with me. He said that went out the window a long time ago. I go off of feel.
Yeah, I've fought with that for a long time and always felt like I should know a system, but I've never wanted to put the time in, because even when you know the system, you have to kind of feel how to adjust the system, so.
Well, the 7-foot diamond plays 1,000 times different than a 9-foot diamond. The rails are completely different.
Yep.
Sheldon LeBeau, table mechanic, told me straight up the 9-foot diamond rails cost $500 and the 7-foot diamond rails cost $50. They're a completely different material. And so the 7-footers play shorter, like twice as short, if you will. So the diamond system is out the window. We got clusters, babe. No one's running out this like butter. There's challenges.
Oh boy, 2 rails into it here.
Oh boy. What about, well, and also there's also just coming down for the 5-9 combo.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier. It looks like you got to cut that 9 quite a bit, though. We'll see.
Yeah, going into it is probably the wiser move.
There it is.
A lot
right
of good
back
things
where it was.
All right, well, finally,
He'll fire this bank in. Maybe if it clears the... Looks like it clears the 8.
Yeah.
And then do you like draw out to the rail and back down the cue ball?
Yeah. I love it. I love it, actually. And he will definitely fire at it. Boom. Boy, you are a stud.
Just crazy. It just opens everything up. It just, that rack was so difficult 20 seconds ago. And that one shot, it just...
Yeah, I said, we've got clusters. No one's running this out like butter. And then he runs it out like butter.
Yeah.
Well, he came a little short, though.
There's nothing.
He doesn't want to have to run into the 9 and go to parts unknown. No. Might make them both, but
yeah, still. I was going to say, he's going to make both of these.
Right. Or just finesse it so the 9 stays in front of the pocket, like hit it really soft.
Oh! Made the right one.
Yeah.
I really don't think he was trying to do that, though. He was focusing on making the 8. I gotta think.
Totally. And it is his break. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is coming out of the Golden Fleece in Everett, Washington. And the Golden Fleece, man, I mean, what you're seeing on the walls down here, this is the basement area, I believe. The room upstairs is gorgeous. The decorations, the art on the wall, the food they serve there, man. If you've never been to the Golden Fleece, you got to check it out. Next Don Weir Memorial Tournament. Come on down. I think it was a $20 entry, but you get to rub shoulders with the likes of Shane Van Boening, Corey Deuel, Tony Chohan.
You get to watch the highest level of pool that exists on the planet. You can't ask for much more than that.
And, it's nice to see the success of the Fleece. I saw them when he first opened his very first pool hall. It was all 9-footers. There was nothing but, there was no food. It was just, cans of pop and maybe bags of chips. And remember him putting up signs that said, hey, we got to raise the prices. We're never going to make it. And now he's just flourishing. A lot of pool halls figured out they had to go to 7-footers to get the league players to come. And it's proven to be the right recipe to stay open.
Yep. It's, from a business standpoint, the square footage issue, you get players that can actually make some balls and they're not just struggling on a 9-footer and get so bored they just leave. And so yeah, it's the way to go. And you got to have food too.
Yeah,
you can't hang out in a pool room for hours and hours on soda and chips.
Yeah, they have really good food at the Fleece. Nice shot.
Wow.
Through all that traffic.
And once again, landed to where you are so in line that the whole rack just opens itself up.
Yeah, because he can make the 3 and come underneath the 9, and the 4's right there, then the 5 on the side. Jeez.
Yeah. And I really believe, he saw the risk reward of getting between those balls, and he says, yeah, it's a little harder to get there, but when I get there, this rack's over,
Now, wouldn't you say he came short on that, though?
Yeah.
Well short.
I almost wonder if he'll go. Oh, no, okay, he's going to just go inside.
Inside, just real slow.
Inside. Oh. Couldn't hold for that.
Yeah, that was the right shot.
Yep, back in line. Over to the rail again. That stun shot again.
I think he might. Yeah, no, you're right.
I just really found these pros just like that shot. They don't like to roll things. They don't they want to take away all of those little things that can happen.
Yeah, I agreed with you once I looked at the angle a little closer.
Yeah.
And then he won't slow roll this either. He'll go all the way up and down.
Just one stroke and everything. Real nice.
Yeah, I wonder what his Fargo would have been at his prime. Because they didn't have Fargo back then.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can beat Francisco Bustamante, you had to be a...
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think he's never really been in that upper echelon. He's a great player, but when you're talking Shane and Fedor and Filler and those guys, I mean, that's a tough crowd.
Well, and I believe he's a family man, and he's a super nice, fun guy. I had
He came up before it was. I mean, it has just gotten to such a high level now. And now he's just like a lot of other people, just a little older now, probably has a life and just can't keep up with these kids that are playing all day, every day.
And I want to say, the world for Jason Weir, what he's doing. He flies some of these guys out, and he spends a lot of money adding the money and paying for hotels, and to honor his dad. And just hats off to Jason Weir and the memory of Don Weir.
Seriously.
And it tells you that ROBB is a cool guy, that he's getting invited out here.
Oh, yeah.
Nice safety, Dan Louie.
Yeah.
However, he did shake his head like he wanted to be glued.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a pretty easy hit.
Yeah.
Easy enough that he can control what he does with the one. See if he tries to come below it here. Kick below it and have the cue ball come back underneath.
Ooh. That was a good idea.
Either way, he wanted to hit that half of the ball and separate him.
Right, yeah, he did that. Your shot was a pretty tall order.
Yeah, I mean, I think with those shots, you just kind of have to have, like, this would be the ideal situation, and then, just kind of play that side of the ball and hope you hit it just right.
Dan playing another nice safety.
Oh, I think this is going to get jumped in.
Yeah. And then after that, you might see a 2-8 carom.
Definitely. Yeah,
we did see him falter with a jump cue earlier in the match. Went off the table.
But I think he got that out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy at that level, you're just not going to see him do that, over and over. It's kind of a freak thing.
All right, we're done playing safety, Dan. It's time to just kind of put this in right between the 9 and the 3 center pocket.
And then do you try and go 2 rails out? 2 or 3 rails out, I guess, between the 9 and 3?
Yeah, you don't hit low. Yeah, he's not hitting low. I like that. It makes it come down table.
Oh.
It was a tough shot.
I thought he was going to get down and shoot already. I was like, well, that was maybe a little fast.
Oh
wow, he's looking at the carom again here to get on the hill.
Well, he's looking at making them both again, with the focus being on the 1, I think.
I think the 1 might be going behind the 3. Oh yeah, he was playing all 9 ball there.
Yep. All right, Dan, let's see that 2-8 carom we've been talking so much about.
Somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah. The nice thing about it is the 2, you get automatic shape on the 2 for the opposite pocket.
Right.
High inside to come to the center of the table.
Oh. Okay, move to 5. Leaving it there.
He's shaking his head. I can't believe it.
He's got the carom, doesn't he? It looks like he can see that right edge of the 2, but he might have hooked himself.
He had to, but he's got a masse.
Yeah, look at this.
Yes.
Wow. Nice shot. This ain't no gimme here.
No, because you got to hit it with some speed.
Yep.
Come up naturally for the 3. And you are on the rail, but he's bearing down. I like his odds.
Well, this will be a pretty shot here over on the rail. I still think he'll jack up, shoot it down in the corner, and slide over for the 3.
Well,
yeah.
If he does, he won't jack up much.
No, but I just don't think he's going to roll it. Well, maybe he will. Yeah, that surprised me.
All right, Dan. Now is the time. This is the place.
Yeah.
He just needs to make a few balls in a row and get his groove on.
I know he's really not getting the easy outs here. I mean, even that 5-9 is laying a little weird with the 9 off the rail further than the 5.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 rails to the short side. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, dead straight. Well,
just draw back and make the 9.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, either that or roll it for the bank. Honestly, I think those are two options.
Yeah, bank shape is a good idea.
I mean, you're just not getting anywhere on this one. Oh, no. Oh, look where that landed.
Right on the corner there. Yeah, that's fortunate for Dan.
Looks like it just got on the rail, just to where he can't. I don't know what he can do here. It's hard to tell. Oh, he's looking to kick it.
Mm-hmm. And somewhere out there's an amateur saying, "See, I told you this is what you're supposed to do." My coach keeps telling me not to kick at shots like that.
Well, if it's good enough for ROBB SAEZ.
Well, now this ain't no picnic.
Oh no.
Woof.
Cross?
Yeah. And he missed it.
All right, now. Oh.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
I'm just having so much fun commentating with you, Ron. I'm obviously going to root for Dan, but I really want the match to just keep on going, you know?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I always want to see Hill. I mean, of course. I don't think any pool player is like, no, I just like to see 7-0s.
Yeah, unless you're their backer.
Yeah. Yeah, once again, he's in a tough spot here. He just keeps getting these weird little situations.
Yeah, I think you got to get the cue ball to where you can't just put the 6 in the side.
No, I think he's going to try and make it and go 3 rails for the 7 in the side.
Yes!
Yeah. What a shot.
What a call from Ron Plaja, ladies and gentlemen.
A little hard. This is one where he needs to stay down again. He's been missing these long ones.
This one's straight in, though. And he's off the rail. Boom. Come on.
Never a doubt.
Let's go. Dan Louie to go 2-5.
All right.
We've got action, folks.
Keep him off the hill.
Boy, and we've got nothing but good matches for the next day and a half now. Definitely like and subscribe to the EvoSports YouTube channel, and share with your friends and place bets on the matches. Give up weight if you have to. Well, maybe that's not their slogan.
Oh, I just opened the chat. What's up, Frank? Well, buddy Frank in the chat. Frank Wester.
Let's see. I thought that I would see the chat. Maybe I should look into that better. I have it up on my TV. Oh, you know what? This isn't like the feature table where the chat appears on the screen.
No, I've just got my phone open.
Okay, I'm going to open mine as well.
Right, yeah. What's your
Whoa!
Wow.
Rocket launched that bank attempt.
Yes, he did. Looks like Dan can just hit this with top, just straight down to the rail and end up in the middle of the table. I mean, you can have some work to get from the 2 to the 3, but
yeah, that's pretty handy. That 2 being...
Oh, wow.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah.
Okay, we got my man Clay Belvoir. He should be the one commentating for me. Ron's been calling the shots really well. Lee Baldwin, not so much.
Oh, and Dan gets a roll.
Oh, okay. And yeah, Clay corrected me on the origins of the Golden Fleece. Forgive me, Oscar. Playing safe behind the 5-9 here. Oh, behind the 3. So he's going for the jugular.
Got the back door.
Is there a window there?
No, I'm saying the back door's safe behind the 7. I don't think there's a window. I don't think so. I think he's got a kick.
I think there's a window. I'm going to be an optimist.
Okay, he's looking at it. Or maybe not. I can't tell. Either way, if you're kicking this, you're doing it at speed.
Yeah, I think he's definitely kicking.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like with that, I'm not. I mean, I'm not here to question his decision making, but that seemed like a tough one to hit at a soft speed and get safe. Seemed like you need to just kind of try and make something happen, but.
Well,
A little straight there.
Yeah, he's got a tough road to hoe.
Going forward.
Okay, now he's really got a tough That 5 doesn't go by the 9. He's got to go forward again.
I think
Or-
he just he looked to see if the 5 went in the side.
Yeah,
I think it might.
that's what he's trying to do.
That looks tight from here, but he looked at it and didn't even think twice. So
Yeah, and then he'll bump into the 9 and follow forward for the 7 in the opposite side.
agree with that.
And he needs to get on the correct side of the 7, so he'll have to hit it with a little bit of...
Oh.
All right, so once again, leaving Dan a super tough shot.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the bank is the shot here. You might even hook him behind the 7 if you miss it.
A lot of blockers.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yes, what a shot from Dan Louie.
All right.
This is child's play from here for a world champion like Dan Louie. 7 in the side, come down for the 8. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Oh, I think that ball turned just a little. Oh, this looks good. Looks good. It turned a little bit towards the 8 at the end there, but
He's
he's
shooting
good.
lefty.
Yep. Might come all the way up and down again here.
Has to. Yes. Dan Louie making a comeback, folks. Now this is perfect. I was exaggerating on the perfection before this. Let's go, folks.
Let's see now. Whose break is it? Dan? All right. 5-3 and breaking.
Well, he's doing exactly what we said we needed him to do to make this a match, and now he's feeling way, way more confident. He's run a bunch of balls now. I mean, the whole first half of the match, he hadn't made, 2 or 3 balls in a row just because of the layouts.
Yeah, it was a combination of missing shots that he should make and getting tough opportunities.
And I'm just going to say it. I felt like ROBB was getting some rolls, and they always even out.
Yep. And, it might have been... I don't know ROBB's game that well, but he might have gotten a little comfortable,
Well, how could you not? It's human nature.
Looks like Corey and Damien. Corey's up 5-2 and breaking.
That's a good match. I actually was watching Damien play perfect pool earlier today.
Yep, another local that we're all rooting for.
Absolutely. Now everything goes if Dan can get from the 6 to the 7, which should be doable. We might see our first break and run from Dan Louie. Perfect.
That was a smart shot, too. I think a lot of amateurs would have tried to punch that over, but he knew that he was going to draw it back and get right in the middle of the table on that angle to come over for the 7. Get off that rail. There we go. Wants to get pretty straight here on this 8-ball. You don't want to have to be going back and forth. Yep. Yeah, he got a little flat on that 8 and just didn't quite get there. But just got to make it. Boy. Oh, get there. It hangs up. And he gives it to him. Yep, big swing there. 6-3 or 5-4. I think you even got room to just play the 2 on the side. And then the 4 just lays so nice too to stop right there for the 5 and then just float over the rail for the 6. It's all just kind of there. It's good. Yeah. Yeah, he wanted to run to that full in the face. Looks like he's kind of going away from the 4 now. I don't know if he's trying to draw it past the side. Nice. There you go. Just stop right there. Oh no. Oh. Saved. That 4 ball might have just saved him from... Well, we'll see what happens, but that match, I think the match was over if that 4 ball didn't come and knock out that cue ball. Yeah. I wouldn't bet against him. Yep. Tough to beat that. Yep. Dan goes to the B side. Yeah, looks like Rob's gonna get the winner, Shane and Jeffrey. So oh, definitely. Definitely. All right, thanks guys.